had a roommate. You currently have the latest lady.
And I'm asking myself, how did they get there?
By working 3 times, 5 times, probably 10 times as hard as the
Do you
men.
think the people that have not gotten there don't work hard?
No, they work hard, but that's the point. I'm saying for every woman who manages to put a crack in that ceiling, you have worked 10 times as hard. And I'm saying we can't stop now. Every woman must keep working hard, because the truth is we've got to keep tapping on that glass ceiling until it gives way. So we'll all keep working hard and giving each other a push and a leg up and saying, that's fine, you can do it. So it's either you're pushing someone from behind to say you can do it, or you're pulling somebody up to say, hey, come join me here. But whichever way, we're pushing, we're pulling, we're standing out, we're standing up.
Okay, Mrs. Amire.
Okay, personally, what I would want to celebrate is the narrative I've seen change over time from childhood to what it is now. Growing up, when you hear an engineer, you think of a man automatically. There is no space for a female in that space. But now you see...
We're making progress, right?
Yes, the progress. So I would like to celebrate today that we've made progress, and there are women who have come to positions where before now nobody would have thought of seeing a woman in such positions. So we're winning, and we're balancing it out.
Okay, Mrs. Cemetery, areas of improvement, areas that really need to be worked on.
Okay, so we need to work on women crowding together to do it, providing support. We need to work on the kingmaker part of politics. We need to have more women.
No, you're speaking big on you. we're talking to women across the society. We have the market women listening to us, and then calm down small.
No. We need to have the godmother. I'm telling you, we don't have God. We need to begin to look for women who will stand and say, I'm going to stand and bring somebody to go for counselor, and I'm going to put my money there.
Do you see that happening soon?
Why not? All of us can do it. We can begin the push for balance for better. That's why we should start balancing the act. Have more women come out and say, I'll put my money on you. And it doesn't have to be only a woman. You can put your money on a man. But let it be that you are an influencer. You're the person making it happen. Have more women in the community who are taking frontal roles. Have more women who are coming out and speaking up against things that are going wrong. Just the way our mothers used to do. It was women from this region that pushed the Aba riot too.
Okay.
It was women from this Niger Delta region. The South and the Southeast, Eastern Nigeria women. They pushed the Aba women's riots. They did not bring them from the moon. It was a woman in Bonny, Queen Kambasa of Grand Bonny, that started the Ikula. The group of warriors. It was her. It was a woman. It was Queen Idia in Benin that made a sacrifice for Benin Kingdom. It was a Muta that saved the life of the king.
Okay.
Women like us. Okay. Women long before now who stood up and stood out.
Now, what was the role of the men in encouraging the women? Because we find out that in offices, anywhere you find married women, they'll have one reason or the other to give for not doing what they should have done. For instance, this politics thing. Oh, the husband is not giving them that push. You were able to obtain. You did mention that your husband has been instrumental to who you are today. But there are some women who are not getting that support.
Here's what I always say. First is that you've got to love yourself and decide what you want to do. Your husband is not going to do that for you. He's got to know that he has a wife who knows where she's going and who knows what she wants and who won't settle for less. So you must, first of all, nobody's going to give you anything but yourself. Now, when he knows where you're going, then he knows how to support you. You must first be available to be supported. The other thing is that you must show him that you have the capacity to stand up and stand out.
Okay.
But above all that is, I always say, when I say, for today, let's toast to strong women and to the stronger men who support them. Because it takes a man who is comfortable in his skin to support a strong woman. So if a man is unable to support the woman, it means that we need to begin to look at you again whether he's a strong man. So here's the thing for the guys: show your strength as a man by supporting a strong woman, because it is only strong men In fact, it's stronger men that support strong women.
Mrs. Annie, when you have something to add.
Yeah, okay. What I just want to say to the younger ladies out there, it's what also makes you a strong woman is trying to improve yourself as a person, because when you have self-confidence, it adds to not waiting for freebies. Who will buy me that? That is where it starts from. If you start realizing that, okay, that this person that is giving me whatever free thing that I give him, I actually can get those things for myself. That's why sometimes if you don't have to wait for anybody to buy you a cup of Coke. You can actually take yourself, sit down and say, no, I'm a woman. I did well today at my office. Let me take myself out and celebrate myself. I don't have to wait for someone to do that for me. So I think that the younger ladies, we need to start having that mindset.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, shortly before we go, women. Now we're reading about women killing their husbands and all that. So what is happening?
I think the violence, domestic violence, is yes. We're beginning to see instances, but the percentage is still way far heavier on the side of the men. Mm-hmm. The point is this: if you're in a situation, male or female, and you feel your life is threatened, please take a walk. There's really no reason for anybody to die. If as a woman you cannot stand this gentleman anymore, please just, guys, everybody go in peace. We really don't want to be. Why? Tell me why. Why is anybody a good enough reason to go to jail? Really? So I think that the whole issue of domestic violence is because we also are not addressing mental health issues. Many people are dealing with depression. Many people are dealing with anxiety. People are dealing with panic attacks. But you see, we're not addressing the mental health component of people's lives. So sometimes we're blaming the man or blaming the women. Meanwhile, we're dealing with people who are victims of trauma or of dysfunctional homes coming forward. So I think that if you begin to feel pressure, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. And please, it doesn't have to be in the church. Walk into a hospital and see somebody who is a therapist, see a psychologist, see a psychiatrist. Get help. Get professional help. See a professional counselor. And I'm not knocking the church. I'm just saying that sometimes the church, the mosque, don't quite address the matter because it's more fundamental, because it's medical.
All right, before we go, Mrs. Chinwe, 1 or 2 words before we go.
I just want to say bravo to all the women out there. We're getting better. Keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that where you are this year, we're going to meet at a higher level next year. And keep your heads up. Thank you.
Okay. Mrs. Secretary, 1 more word before we go.
Women, have a blast today. You've done a good job. You've done a great job. And tomorrow is waiting for you.
Okay, that was Mrs. Ibim Seminitari. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
We also had as guest Mrs. Choma Aniwe. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, the producer for Feminine Fancy, Chibuzo Amadi. Thank you very much for putting this together. Studio manager Esther Furebi. Not forgetting the producer on duty, Favor Azubike, and of course the anchor on duty, Aniete Akpan. My name is Rachel ONAH. Thank you very much for being there. And to all women out there, I say happy Women's Day celebration. God willing, next year we'll do it again. Bye now. And remember to go and vote as a woman. We didn't say that. Thank you very much.